G'day guys, it's Adrian from Living Holistic Health. You know, the single biggest thing, the reason why people come and see us isn't necessarily because they have an issue with, their gut health or their autoimmune conditions or, problem with their hormones or allergies and food intolerances. Normally, whilst all those things are part of the equation, the main reason that most people actually come and see us is because they've already been to see somebody, a medical practitioner, and they've done the standard testing and they've found that there's nothing wrong. And they get put into the there's nothing wrong category, or there's nothing more we can do for you really. And when people come to us and they tell us that what they're really after is, what's the reason why I'm feeling this way, they don't tend to get, or the practitioners they're seeing don't tend to be too concerned about what is actually the cause of their issue or their complaint. Now, does that sound familiar to you? Because that's what most of the clients who come and see us tell us, and that's the reason why they come and see us. It's because it's not good enough to simply say we don't know. There's always a reason as to why something is occurring in the body, always. And yeah, sure, there's lots of things that we don't know about the human body, but there's a hell of a lot that we are learning and a hell of a lot we do know. There's a hell of a lot more that we're learning about our gut health and the importance of our gut health to our overall health, including things like Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, all of these brain and nervous system conditions that are generated in the gut. So there's stuff that's being found out all the time. And if a standard test given, a standard pathology test, comes back as being that there's nothing obvious that's turned up, well, that's great, but there must be other tests out there that can give a bit more information as to exactly what the cause is of the issue. But unfortunately, for a lot of practitioners, they're very constrained by standard pathology and they don't want to walk outside of those guidelines. Now, myself as a nutritionist and Morgan as the naturopath at Living Holistic Health, our specialty is looking into the not so obvious. So that's why we use a hell of a lot of functional testing, like organic acids testing, like our live blood screening tools, bioimpedance, looking at fat metabolism and muscle composition and all of those sorts of things, and digestive stool analysis. So not just looking for parasites and obvious signs of disease, but assessing the gut function of somebody. Now, all of that stuff that's around the fringes and is in the not so obvious category can give vital bits of information to exactly what's going on. And if the standard testing comes back negative, if that has happened to you or somebody that you know and there's no real answers there, don't just settle for that. Go and get a second opinion. Go and look for somebody who's specialising in the functioning of the body rather than just whether or not someone's got a disease or is looking for testing for a disease state. Because there's a hell of a lot of information that can be gleaned by what's actually happening with the functioning of the body when you look at that versus just whether someone fits into a classic stereotypical disease state. So I would encourage you that if you're in that situation, or if you know of somebody who's been in that situation where they've got a bit of the run around or not so worried about the cause or just take this drug or have this bit of Panadol or whatever, it's just not good enough. There are things that can underlie the cause, causing these symptoms that you're experiencing. And if we look for what's causing those problems and addressing that, then potentially we can get rid of the symptoms or dramatically reduce them to enhance your quality of life. That's where the functional people come in, and people such as ourselves, the naturopathic and nutritional medicine practitioners and other people who specialise in the functioning of the body. So if you've been given the runaround, don't just get a second opinion, broaden your horizons a little bit, and don't just take the answer that you've been given if you're not really happy with it. That's probably the best thing that I can possibly tell you about, your health. Take the power back, have a look for some other options, because there are other options out there, and that might just be what you need to make yourself feel a hell of a lot better. Thanks very much for listening.